From the very first reveal trailer for the woke video game Dustborn, people were able to see this for exactly what it was. Not about entertaining people, but instead about pushing a message, about virtue signaling. And it very quickly became a laughingstock, an embarrassment. And then, just a few weeks ago, it was actually released. And in that time, we've seen it become a complete and total failure. As we speak right now, 31 people are playing Dustborn. And when you look at that all-time peak of 76, not much better. It's a complete and total disaster for this developer. But now, while people that made the game are out there lashing out on fans, bragging about the insane agenda that they're trying to push, the developer has spoken out. Dustborn developers condemn tidal wave of hate and abuse directed at the team. The choice-based adventure has been the latest game targeted by culture war nonsense. When you make a game that is specifically meant to push an ideology, and that's what this game is, aren't they the ones that fire the first shot in this culture war? Aren't they the ones that decided we have to do this, we have to speak out, we have to push an agenda in our game? They're the ones that decided to put this out there. It's not everyone's fault if they see it for what it is and call it out for how pathetic it truly is. Nevertheless, we have right here from Red Thread Games a big message to the community where they talk about, we welcome criticism and dialogue and debate. Do you? Because you didn't even let people reply to this tweet you put out. Doesn't seem like you actually want to have any discussion about it all. You just want people to stop shitting all over it. But when you put out a game that involves things like this, how do you expect people not to make fun of it? Watch, you've seen this clip before, but we have to watch it again.
Fella you're with, the black kid, dresses like a writer. Does he know anything?
You are racist.
Where you go around calling anybody racist that happens to be white, when there's other words that you can use as weapons in the game, like bully and normalize and cancel. We learned how to cancel someone. Cancel will allow us to isolate people from their friends and compatriots. In battle, this could be a useful tool against enemies. It really is just sad and pathetic, and you can see right there, even the critics, a 68 critic score based on how they typically review these types of games, that's pretty bad. But just look at the user score, a 1.3 right now. It's getting completely and totally destroyed. But Red Thread Games, the developers, they want to stop the attacks on this game. Since we first announced Dustborn, we've read your comments and listened to your feedback, hopes, and wishes for the game. Over the past 4 years, our team has poured their hearts into telling a story that's deeply meaningful to us. A story about the power of words, about building a world where everyone can feel safe, about love, friendships, and robots, of course. We expected Dustborn to spark conversation and debate, and looked forward to engaging with our players in a positive and constructive fashion. Unfortunately, that conversation has been drowned out by a tidal wave of hate and abuse. We welcome thoughtful feedback and respectful criticism. We embrace discussion and debate, but we have zero tolerance for hate speech, harassment, and threats of any kind. Those who engage in such behavior will be removed from our community. Your community is non-existent. No one is actually playing this game. And you know what? I'm sure this is the internet, so I'm sure there's a handful, maybe 1, 2, or 3 comments that are completely out of pocket and over the line. The vast majority of people are looking at your game and laughing at it. And you're trying to gaslight everyone into thinking that there's been a massive attack on our game. People are laughing at you. That's what happens when you put out a product, especially when you put out a piece of entertainment that instead of actually entertaining people, your goal is to teach them some type of a lesson. Your goal is to push some kind of agenda. That's what this game is. You've admitted that all the way through. And now here you are, after it's been completely and totally rejected, and you're sitting there playing victim. To everyone else, thank you for coming on this journey with us. Your support means everything, and your constructive feedback continues to push us to learn and evolve. Together, let's continue building a world where everyone can feel valued and empowered to share their stories. Well, you know what? If all their stories are as dog shit as your game, people shouldn't feel empowered or valued to share those because it's dog shit. It's funny watching games like this that are meant to appeal to a very, very small portion of people out there get completely blasted and roasted for being cringe and terrible. And then, predictably, we see the people that made this thing play victim. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.